So, here we go with what is possibly the most unpopular topic: religion. Which religion is real? Which God is real? There are many parts to each religion which overlap, meaning, in this case, the universal concepts of love, respect, and forgiveness seem to pop up again and again when researching religions. God has many names. Why argue over which God we follow? Although I have my own beliefs, I haven't been offended by anything that I have learned in my research. I have entered my research with an open mind, which has enabled me to adapt my thinking as I learned new things. I don't mean to cause anyone offense by digging in this unpopular area. Firstly, I will say that besides ancient Asian and Southeast Asian religions, everything that I have learned when asking what is the original Western religion points me in the direction of the Torah. I believe that some of the Asian and Southeast Asian religions are much older than any others being practiced in the West or Middle East. We could benefit a lot from incorporating aspects of these ancient religions into our daily lives. Meditation is a great tool and is becoming more widely used. The focus of this video is on modern Western or Middle Eastern religions. I believe that there were more ancient people in the Middle East than even the ancient Sumerians. If there were, say, Anunnaki or similar civilizations, they haven't left many clues to actual religious belief, other than gold, 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 and more gold, baby. I get why this metal was significant, and most people will agree that its value is ageless. Some say that there is much more gold than we are led to believe, and that it really isn't as valuable as we believe, but, hey, that's an argument for another day. So, why was the Torah written? Were we visited by extraterrestrials? How did Jesus take off in a chariot with flames and lights? Excuse my basic translation. Did extraterrestrials hold off visiting us again because last time they visited, we treated them as gods and based religions on them? Were they hoping to just guide us to a path of peace to lead us more directly to a utopia on Earth? Is the return of Jesus actually a promise made by aliens? I see the Torah, at this point in time, the beginning of modern religion, as is the very similar Old Testament of the Bible. My research has led me to believe that the Bible is actually a translation, a bad one in some cases, from the Torah in Hebrew. There have been misinterpretations of many Hebrew phrases in the Bible. Was this done on purpose? Many translations from Hebrew to English have a few options. It seems that in many cases, the most remote option, or most incorrect option, has been chosen to be written into the Old Testament of the Bible. I really like the work done by Doreen Dotan on the translation of Hebrew using the Jewish gematria to reveal the true meanings of verses in the Torah. I will post her channel link below. Doreen knows the Torah in an even more complete way than even many Jewish rabbis. Daugherty has done some amazing work on picking out bad translations in the Bible, which are actually, in many cases, the polar opposite of what we are taught to believe. Like I always say, I start from the position that everything we know is a lie, and continue from there. Another problem I come across when following a timeline of modern religions is that there has been a branch creating Islam when Muhammad wrote the Quran between 610 and 632 AD, and another offshoot originating from Sabbatai Zevi, born in August 1626 and living until September 1676. The creation of the Quran and its history have given me even more respect for the Torah, as Islam and Judaism have many similarities. Many Muslims would agree that Christians and Muslims believe basically the same thing until we get to the point of Jesus being divine, or the Son of God, or dying. Did Moses and Muhammad both receive messages from God? In discussions with Muslim friends we have agreed that we believe, more or less, similar things. Why should we argue? Why should there be wars? I would say that wars are more to do with oil and money, using religion as a division and therefore an excuse. The Sabbatai Zevi branch is indeed interesting. Zevi was a Kabbalist who believed he was the Jewish Messiah. It is said that one of the beliefs of the Sabbatean religion is, the quicker all the world's evil is used up, the sooner Jesus will return. Wow, that's a different take on things, isn't it? This leads to another name for the followers of Zevi, the Devil Jews. Zevi was kicked out of Jerusalem for his satanic beliefs, and his quest led him to pretend to convert to Islam to save his life. He had many followers, and they spread into Europe. These followers included Jacob Frank. Does that name sound familiar? Now we start to get into the creation of the illuminated ones. You can see where I'm going, can't you? At present we are in the clutches of an elitist cabal, who, many will agree, are some form of evil. But this current group of elitists, I believe, derives from Sabbatai Zevi. Are they trying to use up all the evil on earth to bring back Jesus faster? I don't know for sure, but it seems they are trying as hard as they can. Look into Epstein and the amount of worldwide human trafficking. Look at the rituals which we are now starting to hear of. Why do these people do such horrible things? I believe that we are dealing with Sabbatean Frankists. This is why I believe independent journalists or researchers when they say there is a global alliance. This global alliance is taking control of the money-making tools that the cabal uses. Look at the real reason troops have been brought home from Syria. What were ISIS doing? Were they protecting oil pipelines that were funneling money into the pockets of the cabal? Who created ISIS? It rings true to me that someone good is fighting on our side. I would say yes, the alliance is real and that we have truth and light on our side. We have nothing to fear. We will expose these people for who they really are. As Q says, they will not be able to walk down the street. This quote itself has been construed to mean they will be in danger of people committing acts of violence toward them. But I believe Q means they won't be able to show their faces in public through humiliation. The gradual demise of the cabal will bring more positivity to the general public. This is what they're afraid of. We have the power. There is a rise in frequency when positive thoughts and actions prevail. You may know the feeling of being in a stadium full of people when the home team is winning, and as they say, you can feel the joy. This brings me back to the Eastern religions and their practices. One way to raise your own frequency is to think positive thoughts and meditate. There are many guided meditation videos and even apps to help you relax and think positive thoughts. I heard recently that Clint Eastwood has been meditating for nearly 40 years. Wow, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me.